Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy birthday to you, even if it's not your real birthday. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life, because every day is your birthday if you choose to celebrate life. So, weather in Scotland, changeable, to say the least. It was sunny earlier, then it was absolutely chucking it down with rain, and then it was dry but really super windy. Then it was windy and super rainy, and then the winds died down and the rain just chucked it down like somebody was throwing a bucket of water over our heads. And now it's kind of just like nothing really. Oh, here comes the rain again. Fun all the way around. Anyway, let me just 5 minutes of fire. We're here for John Denley's 5 minutes of fire today, and it's going to be a 5 minutes of fire today. But before we do that, and we're going to be talking about how all of life is a choice. Because when I was sitting here, and it was really super windy earlier, I was watching the birds. Excuse me, there's the rain. It really is actually chucking it down. I was watching the birds kind of hovering in the wind and recognising the birds are looking at the wind and going, hey, this is really cool because we don't have to make any effort to fly in the wind because we can just use the wind for that. It's really cool. That's also, if you're a sailor, then the wind is also really good up to a point, and then it gets too much, which is always fun. And then the rain, of course, is all good for the plants. Not so good for us trying to go out and for a run, for example, in the rain. But I'm going to go out anyway. And it's also really cold as well. So how life is all of a choice. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in a moment. In fact, I've already kind of covered it already. But first of all, happy birthday to my really, really good friend Varya on, there we go, rainy, rainy, rain. Absolutely. I don't know how well you can tell that that's raining, but oh, it's going to get heavy. It's going to get heavy. I'm going to flip the camera around. Yeah, camera doesn't really do it justice, but that is lashing it down out there now. Marvellous. Anyway, I'm going to close the door before it gets too wet inside. Varya, Hanna, who makes soap in Scandinavia, Norway, I think. And Kay who does really cool light paintings, photography light paintings. Not usually that I know all three people really well, but there you go. I know you very well. Happy birthday to all three of you. A little breathing exercise to start off before we get on to the rest of the thing. So here you go. Light with one candle. 5 in through your nose. Put the hand on your heart. Hold your breath. Light the candles on your left hand. And then blow out the candles on your left hand and wish them a happy birthday. And then do your 5 things. One thing that made you happy, one thing that you achieved, one thing you're going to get done, one thing you're grateful for, and then happy birthday to the people you love in your life. Yay! And if you want to know more about that and recognise that, hello, cousin Ben. Check out my Create Happy process. findyourfire.co.uk/create happy. I'll put the link in the description later on. But don't check it out. Go and do it. Download it. If you want to change your life, change your thoughts, sleep better, just have more positive thoughts, create happy thoughts in 5 minutes a day. That's what the process is. So all of life is choice, and this is part of that whole process as well. It's about making choices, about choosing to focus on the positive things in your life instead of the negative things in your life. Making sure that you focus on those and remember those and wire those into your brain, the positive memories. Long-term potentiation, it's a technical term, but basically it's a calcification of the pathways in your brain to remember the positive things in your life rather than the negative things in your life. And if you keep telling the stories of the negative things in your life over and over and over again, then you calcify the negative stories in your life, and then those become the pathways that you constantly remember, and you start forgetting all the good things that happen in your life. So you just need to actively and consciously switch that around and start focusing on the positive stuff, and eventually over time, because you've stopped talking about the negative stuff, that calcification in your brain will start to break down those connections, and those memories will fade. Those old negative memories will start to fade over time because you'll be replacing them with positive memories. If you ever watched the movie Inside Out, there's a great example of this when Joy goes down into the basement, as it were, and there's a couple of sort of worker guys down there picking out the memories and going, we don't really need that anymore. We haven't thought about that one for a while. Well, this is important. We must promote that one. Let's go and push that one forward. So that's kind of cool. And can't remember what I was going to say now. I completely lost track because I've gone off track on that one. Bleeding. Oh, this was an email from Joe Howarth this morning about if you walk past a person on the street and they're bleeding and they're looking like they're damaged and hurt, you would pay attention to them and you'd help them and ask them how they were. But if somebody was mean to you and said something nasty to you, you'd probably not react quite so favourably towards them. But what if that mean person is actually just hurting inside? They are damaged inside. And if you just said to them, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're so, how are you? Are you okay?" Rather than reacting negatively towards them, then maybe act with compassion towards them, and you might be surprised at the reaction you get from that person. And then, because I replied back to Joe, I said, "Oh, that's interesting, because I didn't know you were going to go that way with it. I thought you were going to say that the mean person was yourself. Because imagine if you're being mean to yourself and nasty to yourself. Maybe check in with yourself and say, 'Hey, how you doing, John? Are you feeling a bit miserable today? Why are you being so mean on yourself? Why are you being so hard on yourself? Why are you beating yourself up so much? What's going on in your life that's so painful that you need to be so nasty to yourself?'" Which I thought was a really kind of cool twist on that. And then I picked up my book, The Art of Possibility. Very good book, by the way. I should try and remember to put a link of that in the description as well. There you go, The Art of Possibility. And they were talking about, well, actually, there was a quote in there from a story called, I think it's The Rabbi's Gift, I think it's called, or something like that. Basically, it's a whole bunch of monks who are in a little monastery, and it's all kind of dying out and nobody's paying much attention to it. And one of them goes to this rabbi in a local sort of like hermitage house, it's called, I think. Anyway, and long story short, the rabbi says, "I don't know, I haven't got any advice on how to make your place any more popular, but what I do know is that the Messiah is one of you." So there's 5 of them in the thing, and then they all start thinking to themselves, "Well, which one of us is the Messiah? Is it me? Is it one of the other 4 people over there? Maybe we better be nice to them because they're the Messiah." I thought, well, what if it's me? Maybe I need to be nice to myself because maybe I'm the Messiah. And I just thought that was kind of really cool, kind of similar sort of story to the previous one. And of course, they become all nice to each other. They start being more caring to their other people and to themselves. And then people start paying attention to them because they're attractive, and it becomes a nice image for them to be. And of course, that then moves positively forward. And I want that for you. So this 5 minutes of fire has turned into almost 10 minutes of fire. But I want to help you to choose to free yourself from the shackles of emotional and mental pain. So join me on my journey of passion to help people to free themselves from this negative thought patterns, these negative mindsets. I've seen a lot of people over the last few days. I've started to notice it a lot more since I've been here. Look, see, sunshine over there now. I've started to notice people saying, "Oh, I've always been like this," or "This is just how I am," and you just go, "Or this is how life is," or "Isn't life miserable?" And it's sunshine over there, and absolutely chucking it down right here. You can see it. You actually can see the sun. You can see the rain. Oh, probably even hear it. You hear that rain? You probably can. And yet it's sunshine over there. It's very funny. Yes, so hello viewer, well, I can't tell you the viewer. That's got even harder now. Okay, I would be out running in that if I hadn't been doing this live with you guys. I'm going to go out in a minute anyway. I've all wrapped up warm, and I've got my hoodie coming on in here and stuff. So I'm going to go out anyway and just get a bit wet and just accept the fact that I'm going to get a bit wet. Oh, we've got hailstones. There you go. Look at this, I'll flip the camera around. You can't really see the hailstones, but yep, we have hail on top of everything else, and we still have sun over there. So we have hail right here and sunshine over there. Oh, it's been a bizarre morning of weather this morning. Wow, that is just amazing. Wow. There you go. So anyway, I want to help people to see more of how they have much more of a choice in their life and about their thoughts and their feelings and their emotions than they think they do. You, viewer, whoever you are, I can't see if it's actually Ben that's watching or not, but Yes. Let me help you understand how much of a choice you do have in your life and how you can go from being depressed or anxious or stressed out about life to being happy and carefree, a little bit like I am. So I used to be depressed and anxious. Never really suffer with stress too much, although a little bit at work but that's occasional thing, but that's not really a massive problem really. But yeah, depression was a big problem of mine, suicidal thoughts and so forth. And now I just have none of that at all. None of that at all. I have my down days, but then I recognise that they're down and go, oh, I'm having a down day. Oh, I need to do something about that. And usually it's because I haven't been doing my daily activities. I haven't been doing the things that I should have been doing on a daily basis. And now the rain stopped. Right, that's all from me. That's 10 minutes I've done. Not quite 5 minutes of fire, but like I said, I will get better at these over time. Take care, guys. For now, love you all. Give you hearts. I can't do the hearts, but I can. Can I do the hearts? I can probably do the hearts if I just put it on the bed. You're on the bed. Mwah, I love you. Have a lovely whatever day it is today. I've completely lost track. And the guys who are going to come back have decided, because of the fuel crisis, they might not be able to, because they're in Devon at the moment. So it's a good 8-9 hour drive up here. And they're a little bit worried about not being able to find any fuel, so they thought we were going to leave it for a few more days until things settle down a bit. So that means I'm on my own for a few more days. How exciting. All right, guys, bye now. See you later.